What is your American dream?
Well, my American dream is that we allow people into this country. We allow them to come in freely. We embrace them, and we help them, enable them to sort of fulfill their dreams.
My American dream is that everybody gets the American dream. Everyone who works hard, and even those people who make mistakes. I think second chances, if we are a nation of laws, we should follow those laws. We shouldn't change the laws in the middle of the game.
My American dream is love, is hope, is the chance for everyone to have the same rights as I do.
My American dream is for the dream for all people beyond the borders of America to be free, to be free of oppression, to be free to love who they want, to live with dignity.
My American dream is being lived right now, to be able to speak loud and proud about the things that I believe in, whether or not the people around me believe those same things.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! Hello, squirrels! Hello! Ow! Hello, everybody! I hope you've all had a fantastic summer so far. I certainly have. You know, a lot of people have been wondering what little old me, Groundhog Sam, has been up to during Bradshaw Live's hiatus. Well, let me tell ya, I tried to stay with Brad and nurse him back to health while he recovered from knee surgery.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Brad said I was fretting over him too much, and he sent me off to do my own thing. So I decided to head to Cape Cod, Massachusetts for some R&R. Oh my God, I made it! I made it to Cape Cod! I'm so excited! I get to go swimming! You know, groundhogs can swim! I bet you didn't know that! Woo! Woohoo! I'm here! Vacation, here I come! So I go on vacation, and what in Sam Hill is this? I gotta worry about sharks? Oh my God! Safety tips for not getting bitten or eaten by a shark is to stay in waist-deep water? Well, what the heck is that gonna be for me? I'm like a foot tall, if that. Well, after I saw the shark warning, I decided to head into town. I was missing Brad, and it's like I channeled him because all of a sudden, look, it's the Bradford. He's with me wherever I go. That Bradford. Ha 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 ha. And I also saw this amazing sign as well. People all over the country stand with refugees and reuniting their separated families all over. Then I found a cute little cabin with a great view of the bay and lots of amazing trees. And so that's where I set up camp. Oh, what is this? These are gonna be amazing for my layer. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Hi everyone. I'm just brushing my teeth. You know what's so great about this tree? All I have to do is scoot down here to dental floss. I celebrated 4th of July up there in Cape Cod, and I spent the day at the Bay Beach. Less sharks. I even met some really fun guys celebrating a bachelor party, and so I got involved in the festivities. And of course, I had to try some delicious New England clam chowder. Ooh, it was very tasty. I'm a fan. I had a blast. And now I am back in New York City, and I am so excited for season 2 of Bradshaw Live. In case you missed yesterday's show, we met Charlotte Askew Jenkins. Charlotte is the author of the cookbook Gullah Cuisine by Land and by Sea. She was kind enough to invite us to her 4th of July family barbecue in South Carolina, where we learned about the Gullah Geechee culture and delicious Gullah cuisine. What's on today's show? Well, you'll just have to watch and see. Enjoy!
All right, welcome everybody. It's Bradshaw Live. It is a Tuesday, our second day back from our summer hiatus.
Yes.
Which...
Yeah, you're right.
I'm right. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Hello. So we're back on our second Hello, Belgium Kim. Hello, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. What's happening?
Nothing much. How's it going?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
What do you mean nothing much? You're like a star of a television show. Nothing much. Oh, nothing much going on in my life. What's happening with you, Belgium Kim?
I am still not the star.
Not the star of a television show.
I do help co-host a really great immigration show.
That's all that matters. That's what matters.
And of course, we have to Lynn Brown. We got to welcome back. We're going to say hello to all our Brad Squad right now. Lynn Brown, Dionne Watson, Jella Shorten, Tamika Nelson, Abigail Taylor Watson, who is shopping at the supermarket and still listening to Brad Show Live.
Devotion.
Devotion, that is true.
Yeah.
Deanne Hafner, what is wrong with Regina? Why is everyone wishing her well? What happened to Regina? Lynn Brown, Wendy Brown, Smiley Smith, Patrona Collins, Arlene Lucis, Barbara Lord, who else we have here? Donna Roden, Jella Shauna, hello. Patrona Collins, Wendy Brown, Smiley Smith, Angela Mackenzie Tingling. Welcome, she says, welcome back, my favorite people.
Hey.
And Yvonne Steele. Who else here we got? Cordella Douglas. Well, she's saying hello to everybody. Anybody else that we missed here?
Did we say
Donette
Allie Boo
Bryant?
Harris? Did we say Allie Boo Harris?
No, we did not.
Allie Boo
Harris. What's
no,
up?
we did not. Yvonne Steele says hello. Much love to all. Asset Lindo says hello, my peeps. And and I think I saw some people wanted to go with Groundhog Sam. Tamika Nelson wanted to go with Groundhog Sam to Cape Cod, maybe next time.
Yeah, her and me both.
Yes, Allie Boo Harris. We did say hello to, I guess. And everybody else that we missed, hello. Now, this is what. We can't send you to Cape Cod, and hello to the entire Brad Squad. We cannot send you to Cape Cod with Groundhog Sam because that trip happened already. But what we can do is this. Okay, you ready for the contest?
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Let's do that again. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Are we supposed to do it in unison?
No, it's better when you know.
I think so too.
The ripple
All right,
effect.
let's do the ripple effect. Last time.
One more time.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
All right, so the contest is this. Because we need shares. The shares were horrible yesterday for our first day back.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Pretty
Horrible.
bad.
Disappointing.
So bad that Brad is about to tell you guys something
All right.
pretty crazy.
So Jonathan and Kim want to take a trip. Okay, and they want to take a vacation together. And I said yesterday that they would vacation somewhere in the Northeast and go visit a Brad Squad member who shared 100 times.
Yeah.
What I learned after the show, however, is you can't share 100 times because you will get kicked off of Facebook. So I don't want any Brad Squad person to be kicked off of Facebook. No. It's not really good for viewership, and it's not really good for Brad Squad morale that all of a sudden the Brad Squad gets kicked off. So we have redone our contest today. This is how it is going to work. We are going to ask everybody to share 25 times to 25 different pages, 25 different feeds, 25 different friends. The first 10 people to prove to Belgium Kim, and you do it with a screenshot, you take a picture. The first 10 people to prove to Belgium Kim that they shared at least 25 times, we will enter them on our special wheel. We have 10 spots on the wheel, anywhere in the world. And I am going to send anywhere in the world. If you're in Africa, you're in Africa. You're in Jamaica, you're in Jamaica.
Yo.
Okay? You're in California.
Share.
If you're in Bayonne, New Jersey, that's where we're going. Yes. If you're in Newark, that's where we're going. All right? Patterson, here we come. All right? Wherever you are in this world, okay, if you are one of the first 10 people to share 25 times. We're going to enter your name on our special wheel tomorrow. Brad Squad people know what that wheel is. We are going to spin the wheel, and we are going to send Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias and Belgium Kim to your house with a budget for you to cook them a meal and film it and entertain Jonathan and Belgium Kim for the evening, and then they're back to the studio the next day.
Jamaica, where y'all
Okay.
at?
Somewhere, Jonathan and Belgium Kim are flying to the world to go meet a Brad Squad member.
This is insane.
Okay, I would do it myself, except I can't because I'm in this brace.
Right.
Oh, so we'll just take it.
So you will have to take.
I guess we have
you will
to.
have to take the trip.
If we have to
If you
take
have
a
to, you
trip.
have to. So this is the rules. Okay, who's taking these rules down?
I've got it down on my special.
All
document.
right.
I got it in my
You
head
have to
'cause I wanna
share
take
the
this trip.
Okay, you ready? You got it in your head.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a telepathy.
Okay.
You got it.
The first 10 people.
The first 10 people,
I'm
right? Keep
hearing,
going.
okay.
To
What else are
share
you hearing?
25
25
times
Correct.
to either pages or individuals
Correct.
or groups.
Correct.
Okay,
So far,
okay.
you're getting it.
Okay. They have to send proof through screenshots to Belgium Kim.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
You will get a prize. The prize is
It's Belgium
10
Kim and Yo-Yo.
No, the first 10 people to do it. That's the prize.
That's correct.
is
Correct. You're right.
Being
That's correct.
entered into a raffle.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's-
On the wheel.
yeah.
On the wheel.
Yeah,
On the
I'm
wheel.
getting that too.
Right.
Okay.
And the wheel will be spun tomorrow.
And
Yes.
the wheel that's and whoever wins that
We'll get a budget to entertain Belgium Kim and Jonathan
Best
Yo-Yo
part.
Elias for dinner and drinks anywhere in the world in their home.
Yes.
Anywhere in the world.
Belly, we are
Dude,
such
hear
cheap
that?
dates. Oh.
I'm not a cheap date.
Nah, he's
Right now,
I'm a cheap date.
right now, my accountant is watching, and
Probably
he's
pulling out his hair.
pulling out his hair, and he has a gun to his head. He's like, no!
Guys, please do this.
We want to meet you.
25 times. First of all, that's super easy. I don't even know if Brad knows exactly what he's doing, but 25 times
First
and
25.
show proof. If you guys are doing it on your phone, you already know how to, well, I only know about iPhones. Screenshot by pressing the power and the home button. And I feel like with some Androids, you can like swipe the screen and then you can screenshot it.
Why are you trying to be difficult? It's the same thing on Android. Power and
don't know
power
about
button,
Android.
volume button.
Okay, well do that, guys. Show proof.
Yeah.
But you have to
Share
show proof.
right now.
You cannot.
25
Once that
You
times.
cannot
Post is
say
up.
you did it and not show proof.
No.
Now,
Right.
Belgium Kim,
Yeah.
how
Yes.
would they show you proof?
Now they can just, once they take that screenshot of that post inside that group or on that page's wall or on your friend's wall, you take a screenshot of that and then you send it to @Belgium Kim on Facebook. You go in your little search, you search Belgium Kim, you follow her and you like her because you like her and follow her so well, and then you send me a message with those screenshots.
Yes.
I want to see 25 of them.
And you guys already told them how to share?
I think you need to tell them how to share,
well, guys.
You guys.
If you want to know how to share, all you have to do is look at the bottom of the video. You'll see a little arrow pointing to the right. Click on that. Add it to people's pages. Add it to people's inboxes. You have to do that in order to get a share counted, okay? So it's easy to copy the link and send it, but that's not an actual share. We actually have to see you share it to a group of pages or an individual. It's very easy, guys. 25 times. You guys got this.
25 times.
Everybody, do this now.
25
First 10
screenshots.
people to do that and send it in gets in the raffle. And we get to come and
hang out and
Hang
eat
out.
and drink
Yes.
on Bradshaw
We're
Live.
Jamaica, where you at?
And
We're
we're
so fun.
and we're gonna film it, and you are going to be on Bradshaw Live.
Now-
Brad Squad. We come to the Brad
International,
Squad.
where you at?
No international. Bayonne, New Jersey. Let's go. Let's go, Bayonne. Where are our people in Bayonne?
No. Trinidadians,
Yes.
please come up
Right,
and
Cuba,
out.
right.
Jamaicans, up and out,
We're
please.
sending Belgium Kim and Yo-Yo on the PATH train to Jersey. Let's go.
Nika Camille said that you shared 25 shares in 25 groups. We need proof of that.
You have to show
we cannot
proof of it.
just
You
say
can't
it. We
say
need
it.
proof.
So
and
how do you
where you at?
screenshot? How do you
Where you at?
screenshot?
So there's a couple ways. On 99% of phones, all you have to do is hold down the power button and the volume button.
Nika, and you're in Jamaica. Come on, girl. Show proof now. I just stalked your page.
Yeah.
Show proof.
Yeah.
Negril in Jamaica,
God.
I'm there.
Done. Looks like we're going to Jamaica. No, just send us. Press that power button. Press that volume button. That'll take a screenshot. If you're on a PC or a Mac, just use the little scissors.
She said she don't see you on Facebook.
Of course, this is the day Jeff Bosey is not here, and he's at his comedy thing. He could have been in Long Island going to visit him.
No. Jeff Bosey, we love you.
And Tamika has a great point. Suppose we share it here. Sharing Bradshaw Live to Bradshaw
That
Live
doesn't count.
does not count.
You cannot share it to Brad's squad.
No.
It has to be to a non-Bradshaw page, and you can't share it to another Brad squad member.
Right.
Has to be the people we don't know.
Yeah, because the reason of sharing is to bring new people into the group.
Correct.
Sharing it to yourselves
Correct.
doesn't really
Correct.
matter.
All right, so we're going to come back and see how we're doing. Belgium Kim, I'm going to come back to you in a few minutes to see if anybody has screenshotted 25.
Nika's looking for you.
Nika just liked my Belgium Kim page.
All right,
She's on her way.
we'll see if anybody screenshots you 25.
Yep.
In the meanwhile, we're coming to you if you do. And in the meantime, while people are sharing, and I'm leaning back here because my leg is up on a thing, so if I look weird,
you don't look
do I
weird.
look weird?
You don't.
No.
You can't tell.
You can't tell? I look okay?
You look like $1 million.
I look like $1 million from here up.
Yes.
The waist
Right,
up.
from the waist up. From Terminator, from waist down. in the
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Right, all right. So meanwhile, let's go to a little schmooze before we get to our immigration questions. Our lines are open right now, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Quote your immigration questions. We do have 12 open lines right now, but in the meantime, I don't know if you noticed or not how much you follow the news, but Donald Trump has threatened again to shut down the government if they do not fund $24 million more for his wall in September. Correct. He tweeted Sunday morning, "I would be willing to shut down the government if the Democrats do not give us the votes for border security, which includes the wall. We must get rid of the lottery, catch and release, and finally go to a system of immigration based on merit. We need the wall. We need great people coming into our country."
What does that mean? Shut the government.
Basically, what he said is he will not sign an authorization. See, Congress has to pass a law to fund the government. You know, all right? We're going to give $10 billion to this, $30 billion to this, and they have to fund the government, and the president signs off on it. And he says, "I won't sign it." And then, therefore, the government shuts down because there's no money to pay the employees.
Wow.
And this is all because he's not getting the wall. Now, a year and a half ago when he was running for president, it was the Mexicans who would pay for the wall. And remember, he went down to Mexico, and then the Mexican president said, "We ain't paying for your no wall." So now it's the Democrats he's asking to pay the wall. And if you realize, every time the water's getting warmer, the water's getting hotter with this Russia investigation, he falls back to try to pivot away from this Russia investigation, to pivot away from his legal troubles, and divert people's attention to something else. And his number one boogeyman, the number one boogeyman that he likes to pick on, is immigrants.
Of course.
Okay? Russia investigation's getting closer, and now I'm going to go pick on immigrants. It's the immigrants' fault for everything that's going on in America. Nothing bad's going on in America, by the way. Okay? There's not a lot going bad on in America. Okay? He blames this MS-13, which is a pretty bad gang.
Right.
Okay? But the MS-13 gang, almost all of their violence has been against other immigrants. It has not been against anybody that I'm aware of. Okay? There is no evidence that I have ever seen that MS-13 that he goes crazy about, we got to get rid of this MS-13, has actually attacked anybody who is voting for the wall.
Right.
MS-13, 99.9% of their violence is against other illegal immigrants or immigrants who are newly minted here, not against Americans who would be voting for this wall. So it's a little bit of a trickery.
Wow.
A little bit of a trickery, and I think, as the investigation's getting closer to him, Giuliani's saying collusion's not a crime, but which it may not be, but certainly entering into an agreement to try to fix the presidential election with a foreign government is.
Right.
And probably the people who are closer to the crime right now, if I had to take a guess, just from watching CNN, from an outside observer watching CNN, It's Don Jr. and Jared Kushner. Because they are the ones who had that meeting with the Russians, supposedly to talk about adoptions, Russian adoptions. But what people don't understand, okay, and it was Russian adoptions, it was Russia's forbidding Americans from adopting Russian babies and having them immigrate to America. Okay, that's a law in Russia.
Wow.
Why is that? Because the United States put sanctions on the Russian government and the Russian oligarchs during the Obama administration for their invasion of Crimea. So a lot of the Russian oligarchs who are a little shady do not have the ability to move their money around the world like they want to. So they want the freedom to move their money around the world. So really that meeting that Don Jr. had with Jared Kushner and the Russians when they said it was about adoptions, really wanted the Russians stop adoptions. They stopped adoptions because of sanctions.
Yep.
So it was really a meeting about ending sanctions with a presidential candidate, his son and his son-in-law. Now, what agreements were made there, we don't know yet. So now the Russian investigation's getting closer, and he blames it on immigrants. That's basically what's going on. Meanwhile, for DACA applicants, August 8th, 2018, there is a court date in Texas. Now, Texas, the same court was the one that ended the DAPA program, the Deferred Action for Parent Arrivals. It also ended the extended DACA program. And there's a preliminary injunction in Texas for Texas to stop any DACA renewals. So for anybody who needs to do a DACA renewal, we don't know what the final outcome is going to be there. We don't know.
Wow.
Okay, but this is the same court that ended the extended DACA program before. So if they do give a stay, unless it's overturned by a higher court, if you have a DACA renewal, it would be smart to do it before August 8th.
Right.
Sheesh.
In more important news, the Trump baby blimp is heading to the United States.
Oh my God!
In just 2 more days.
What?
The Trump baby blimp. Now, if you remember,
England?
yes, if you remember when Trump was in Russia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Trump was in Russia. They had the baby Trump balloon.
Yes. Look
There
at
he
that.
is, baby Trump flying around.
Is it the same one?
Yeah, flying around Westminster at his hotel.
Yeah,
Not the chest hair, though.
Yes,
Ew.
and they did a fundraiser on GoFundMe, $7,000 they raised to bring it, and they are now going to fly it around Trump National Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, where
What?
Trump goes for the weekend.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So doing that's not against the law?
I don't know.
A blimp?
I don't know if it's against the
talking
law.
about your president.
Well, I don't think.
Look how much they
raised
$26,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the local ordinances are in Bedminster about flying
For blimps.
blimps.
I would drive out however
Oh, God, yes.
far we had to drive just to see
We
that.
are definitely.
Like, seriously.
If that thing's in New Jersey,
If that thing's in New Jersey, we are going out to do a segment.
No, absolutely.
Bradshaw
God,
Live
yeah.
is out there covering
the three of
Trump-
us are going to be
the
there
Trump-
interviewing that
on
the
baby.
Trump
Yes.
blimp. All right, it's going to be flying around there while Trump is playing golf in Bedminster.
I bet you
hilarious.
that baby will give you just as much good feedback as Donald Trump would.
Yes. Meanwhile, in California, it's not the only blimp flying around. There is an inflatable chicken designed to look like Donald Trump flying around San
gosh.
Francisco.
Oh my
The
gosh.
chicken is part of a campaign organizers called the Big Coop. And that is also on a GoFundMe page. We have a picture of
Oh
the
my
chicken.
gosh.
There is the
My
chicken.
God.
The page urges onlookers to shout out anything they want to the Donald Trump chicken as it flies past them in San Francisco. They are urging people to curse out the Donald Trump
my
chicken
gosh.
in San Francisco.
Amazing.
That is what's happening in San
and
Francisco.
did you see what it said on the boat? It said Alcatraz prison transport on the boat.
Right.
That's amazing.
Meanwhile, did you ever Google the word idiot?
No.
Not recently.
Okay. I ask everybody. This is true because I did it myself.
Yeah.
Go Google the word idiot.
I want to do it right
Okay.
now.
Go see what pops up in the Google algorithm for
Under
idiot.
images?
Under idiot.
It's a bunch of pictures.
It's a bunch of pictures of guess who? Donald Trump.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Even Google, okay?
Even the young Trumps.
Even the young Trumps. That's who pops up as idiots.
Amazing.
Wow.
Is that funny?
That is
That is
fantastic.
crazy.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
fantastic.
And really what goes to show, really that Google knows what they're talking about. Okay, they are making Donald Trump, making America great flags again for the 2020 presidential election.
Ugh.
Where do you think they're making these flags? Guess.
The United States, hopefully.
China. Okay, nothing shows the president support more for American workers than the Trump 2020 swag coming in from China. Photos released by Reuters show a Chinese factory making the flags for President Trump's 2020 re-election campaign.
They don't even know what they're doing.
They've been making 90,000 flags, making America great again, in China.
90,000?
Yes.
They don't even understand the travesty that they're creating right now.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
That is what is happening
That's
in the
insane.
news. That is the Donald Trump news of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time to get into something we called You've Got Questions, We Got Answers. Call right now with your immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. That's... Why did they all of a sudden stop all of a sudden?
Oh, no.
I think it's just the end of it.
It just ends. It's like dot, dot. And then it does. It isn't supposed to go dot, 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 dot. Isn't it supposed to end there?
Oh yeah, I think you're
It's just
right.
the song ends right in the middle abruptly.
I literally can't focus on the song because I can't ever
And
not giggle at you.
You were both looking at me. You were both looking at me.
You
like
got
smiling.
questions, we've got
We've
answers.
got answers.
Getting answers to
Getting
your
answers.
immigration questions, call.
I am going to answer the questions better than I make the
Right,
introduction
the
to the
intro.
segment. So right now we are going to be answering your immigration questions. If we can run the music to the end, it would seems like it's so much better. It just ends so abruptly, doesn't it?
Do you feel?
Let's listen
do you
to
feel
it.
it
Watch
unfinished?
again. Watch. It ends very abruptly. Let's watch. Getting answers to your immigration questions. And then it ends abruptly. Right?
That was actually better than the other one.
That was better. The other one ended much more abruptly
Isn't
than that
it the
one.
exact same one?
No, that was a little different. Okay, that was a little different.
Okay.
All right, so 1-800-529-5465. We will be answering your immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. And if you are a little shy like we all are sometimes, you can always just text your message, share your message.
We should say that now.
Yeah.
Share your message, text your message, leave a comment.
Yes.
What do you want me to say? Everybody's whispering in my ear.
I think that we should remind you guys to share before we start getting into these answers.
All right, so first of all, before we get into these answers, you can leave your comments on Facebook, your questions on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Bradshaw Live, law offices of Spar and Bernstein. You can leave your comments on Twitter at Spar Bernstein. You can leave your comments on Instagram at Spar Bernstein. I will answer all your questions very shortly.
Yes.
You can also share this because we have a contest.
You should.
We have a contest.
Yes.
What was this contest that I told you about?
So the contest is the first 10 people. Hey guys, look at me
There we
right
go.
here.
I was gonna be like,
you're gonna meme it.
I was gonna meme it. Yes.
All right, guys. The first 10 people to show proof that they shared to 25 different outlets, whether they're individuals or to group pages, you guys will be entered into a raffle to win a trip that we are gonna take to you. All right. So we're gonna come to you guys. We'll even give you some money to cook for us,
Yes.
which is amazing.
Isn't that great?
Anywhere in the world, guys, but make sure you show proof. And Kim, one last time, how do you share?
So the way that you share, you hit that little arrow and then you share it to all of your groups, to all of your friends, all of the pages that you are a part of. You share it to all of those and then you send screenshots of those shares and you send it to Belgium Kim. Tamika has already sent me screenshots.
Woo!
Nika, she sent me screenshots.
And Nika, it's okay that you're not in Jamaica. We understand. Florida will do just fine.
Florida
How far
will-
away are you from Miami, though?
By the way, I do have a public service announcement for Belgium Kim and Jonathan.
Yes.
If you are a terrible cook,
Oh,
Okay? Do not share anything, okay? It would be terrible, horrible
Actually-
to spend all this money to send Jonathan and Belgium Kim to your home and poison them to death.
actually, if you can't cook,
Don't-
we'll
do
just
not-
take,
do
no,
not
we'll just
enter
take
this
you
contest.
out. We'll just
Do not
take you
enter
out.
this contest.
We'll
Take
take
them
you
out.
out.
Yes, do not
We'll
enter
take
this
you to
contest.
a restaurant, your favorite restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. I got Seamless on my phone, Brad.
Yes.
They don't need to
Can you
know.
imagine all of a sudden you're like, I just flew all the way around the world and the Brad Squad's favorite
Lord.
restaurant was the Taco Bell.
Yeah, Seamless Pizza Hut.
I just love Pizza Hut. I don't know. All
So
right.
share. Do it now.
Yes.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Stephanie in Alpharetta, Georgia. Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. I'm good. I just wanted to say you guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I do have a question. I am currently a widow, and but I am an American citizen, and I wanted to apply for my stepchildren back home in Jamaica. Am I able to do that?
Did you marry your deceased husband prior to their 18th birthday?
Yes.
And you have you can prove an independent relationship with them?
Absolutely.
Yes, then the answer is yes, you can do that. You're still a stepmom.
Okay, so I would just need to file the I-130.
You would file an I-130 with the death certificate of your spouse, with the marriage certificate showing that you married your deceased spouse prior to the children's 18th birthday. The children's birth certificate to prove that the father was in fact your deceased spouse, plus some evidence that you and this child, or maybe they're an adult already, has some sort of parent-child relationships outside of the fact that you married this man at some point in time.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes.
I can prove that.
Okay, yes. So then the answer is yes, you can do all that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Fabian in Branford, North Dakota. Fabian.
Hi. My question is, I have asylum since 2005, and I haven't able to apply for green card. But if I want to apply, what did I need to apply? What did I need?
You applied for asylum, and what happened?
I have it, asylum since 2005.
You just need to file an
yeah.
adjustment application.
Okay.
That's
because
it.
I want to apply for green card.
Yes,
so
you just file an adjustment. You can apply for an adjustment of status 365 days after granting asylum. We can help you. It's a very straightforward, simple application. Hold on one second.
Okay.
All right, and he should have done this. This is now going on, 13 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, get your green card, Fabian. All right, let's go to Damien in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Damien?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hello, I'm here.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just calling to ask a few questions.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm currently a green card holder.
Mm-hmm.
I got my 2 here back in last year, April.
Right.
Yeah. So, right now, it's kind of sad to say on the open air, I found out my wife been cheating on me and all of that.
Sorry about that. That hurts.
Yeah. For that situation, what do I do?
Well, now, when is your 2-year green card up?
It will be up next year, April.
All right, so you got 2 choices. Okay, you can forgive your wife if you feel confident it won't happen again, and go for some sort of counseling to try to repair your relationship with her. Or alternatively, if the relationship is beyond repair, you leave the marriage. You're in an unfaithful marriage, and if that's how you feel, then
exactly. I don't want to be with someone that's cheating on me because
I wouldn't want to be with someone.
I don't want to stay. Yeah,
Correct.
I don't want to stay with someone because of some green card. You know what I mean?
Correct. But you also have to. It is a marriage. A marriage is sacred. Is there any way that you think your wife strayed? Lots of people stray. Do you think there's any way, and this is going beyond immigration, but do you think there's any way that you and your wife would be able to work things out, or no?
No, I mean,
No way.
apparently she don't want to be with me no more.
She doesn't want to be
I
with
tried.
What
apparently
happened in the relationship? Why? You know, I don't want to. You don't have to air your dirty laundry. But what happened? Do you think? What happened? Do you think?
Yo, I don't know. I think I work a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
I work a lot. You know what I mean?
So she wasn't getting the attention, maybe.
Well, yeah, I give her the attention, but at the same time, we got bills to pay, right?
Right. So, but you and her lived together for a period of time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been living together for like 2 years.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Are you living together with her now, or you already left the house?
Well, apparently she left the house.
She left the house.
I mean,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's with this other. She's with the other guy already.
Well, I'm assuming.
All right.
I'm assuming. She
all right.
said she's with her mom or whatever.
All right.
You know.
So this is what you got to do. Marriage is dead, apparently. I'm trying to save love, but apparently there's no love to save here. Okay. So the marriage is dead. What you need to do is you start a divorce in Indiana, because there's only 2 ways to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. You and your spouse live together, and you file to remove the conditions together, or alternatively, you're living apart. You file a divorce. You file to remove the conditions on your own with a divorce and proof that up until this point you and your wife were living together, but for the adultery, and then she moved out. Okay, the law doesn't require.
I mean, we even done our tax and everything.
Okay, the law doesn't require you to stay in an unhappy marriage. The law doesn't require you to stay in an adultering. Is that such a word? An adultered marriage.
Yeah, that's why I called to find out. That's why I called to get some answer, because then I don't want. They're gonna, you know, the immigration works. You know,
I know how immigration works. If anyone knows how immigration works, it's me.
Yeah, I know, right?
So start the divorce now. If the marriage is done, start the divorce, and your green card is up in April. You're gonna want to contact me in November or December. You're gonna want to save. Be a hoarder. You know what a hoarder is? Save everything.
What's that?
Save everything that you have to prove you and your wife live together. Bills, mail, pictures, you got all that. Save it all, start the divorce right now, and in come November, December, we're going to start putting your application together to remove the conditions. We're going to file it in January with proof that it was a real marriage and proof that the divorce is happening or has already completed.
Okay.
All right?
So
and you'll be fine.
You think I'm going to have to go on an interview or anything like that?
You will absolutely go on an interview, and you have to prove 2 things on this interview. 1, you're divorced, and that's a very simple thing. Here's the divorce paper.
Yeah.
2, it was a real marriage. That's why you need to keep all those documents.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Hold on. All right? And, boy, he was open sharing everything there, right? Yeah, I'm trying to save marriages.
That was good.
I don't like to tell people to get divorced.
Right.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
You are.
Aw.
Hopelessly romantic.
Sleepless in.
I'm sleepless in New York.
In New York.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes. Every night at midnight, I'm at the top of the Empire State Building, and unfortunately, Meg Ryan hasn't showed up yet. The only one there is John the janitor, and I don't want to be with him.
You don't want to be with him?
I don't want to be with John the janitor.
Sometimes Tom Hanks shows up, but that's not that sexy.
I don't want to be with him either. All right, so let's go to Tracy in Charleston, South Carolina. Tracy.
Hi, Brad. I just have a question for you, okay? So my husband had filed a I-130 for me.
Right.
From Jamaica. Mm-hmm. That is in December of 2017.
Right.
So now I'm in the States on a H-2B visa, so I decided to adjust my status.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So I went and did my biometric on the 13th of this month.
Mm-hmm.
About a week or 2 after, I got an email from the USCIS saying that my case is ready to be scheduled for an interview.
Okay.
So I'm kind of puzzled because I'm not seeing anything updating.
When was this? When did you get your work permit?
No, I did not.
When did you file?
Okay, so the adjustment was filed in May of this year, May 2018.
And you fingerprinted when?
July 13, 2018.
All right, so you're going to get your work permit in probably September or October. Your interview is not going to be next year. Just because they write a letter to you, I mean, you got, they're a little tricky there, immigration. Just because they write a letter to you says you're ready for an interview, that means what they're saying basically is you submitted all the right documents for an interview. being ready for an interview doesn't translate to your interview will be tomorrow or next week. I mean, that's what you think. Okay, but if you read it literally, they're just saying you're ready for an interview. But guess what? The interview is not till next year.
And my question is, that priority date from the I-130, is it the same priority date they use for the adjustment?
Yes. No, because you did an I-130 previously. They're using the priority date for the adjustment is the date the adjustment went in.
No, because I think on the priority date is December 1st, 2017.
Yeah, no, but they're basing it on when the adjustment went in May.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're very
Have
welcome.
a good day.
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right. Let's go to Jackson in Fort Myers, Florida. Jackson.
Yeah. Good afternoon,
Good
Mr.
afternoon.
Bird.
How are you?
I'm good. I have two questions for you today.
Go ahead.
So I have my brother. He was married with his wife. His wife filed for him. He received the work permit, everything, but he was supposed to go to the interview on January 18, 2018, and then in the meantime, when he received the work permit, his wife get divorced with him. So his lawyer, his attorney told him not to go to the interview because now he's divorced. It is not a good idea for him to go to the interview.
It's never a good idea to go to an interview when there is 0% chance you will get a green card. And if the wife divorced him, there is 0% chance he's going to get a green card. So nothing good would come out of going to that interview. So I would agree with that advice. The only thing you can do is if there was extreme emotional abuse or physical abuse, you should go to the interview and then convert the case to an abuse case. Otherwise, he's got to figure out a new way to get a green card.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, now my second question is, so I have my mother. She filled out the I-130 for my brothers and sisters in Haiti. So if at some point, because my mother is old, if at some point my mother passed away, can my dad take over? Because my dad is also a green card holder.
The answer is yes, provided that the I-130s get approved prior to your mom's death. And I hope your mom's not going to die anytime soon. I'm sure she will live.
Oh.
Okay, yes.
Okay. But if she dies, the I-130 didn't get approved,
then your dad cannot take it over. If the I-130s get approved and then your mom passes, then your dad can take it over and step in her shoes.
Okay, I understand.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, 1-800-529-5465. We have a bunch of empty lines, so if you call, we will definitely get you on. Paul in Fulton, Georgia. Paul.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
This is Paul.
Yes.
Good. I'm on TPS.
TPS.
Because I got,
Where are you from?
Primary status. Because I got a set of multiple bets that were born premature, pretty premature. And they got developmental delays. And it's going to keep us here in the U.S. for like 5-8 more years. So I don't know how to go about it because it means continual renewal every 2 years. Is there any way I could convert it over to a green card?
You have TPS right now. What country are you from?
Nigeria.
From Nigeria. And you have TPS from Nigeria?
No.
What do you have?
No.
Because there's no TPS from Nigeria. What?
No, based on my children who are American citizens.
What do you have? Explain to me what you have.
My children are American citizens.
I understand that. What is the status that you have right now? TPS is temporary protected status. That's not what you have.
It's deferred status.
Oh, deferred status. Okay, so you were in deportation, and
no.
How did you get deferred status?
I filed based on my children's health.
How long have you been in the United States?
About 2 years. I came on a B1, B2 visa, which hadn't expired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no way to apply for a green card based on your children's health being in peril. If you were here in the United States for more than 10 years, you would be able to do something like cancellation or removal. But there's nothing in the law that says you're entitled to a green card because your children were born here and they're developmentally disabled. So I don't have an answer for you off the top of my head. Maybe there's other ways that we can go about trying to get you a green card and get you your lawful status. It's not going to be through your children, though. And certainly you can have a consultation. We can see if we can figure something out for you. Okay, so hold on one second. All right. Let's go to Joy in the Bronx. Joy.
Hi, Brad. How you doing?
Question for you, Joy. I have a question for you before you ask your question. Did you share 25 times?
Not yet.
Okay, please do it because I would love to send Jonathan and Belgium Kim to the Bronx from Manhattan. Okay?
No
for
problem.
you to
I
cook,
give them
all right?
some
It would be, all
good
right, my
tips.
accountant just whispered in my ear. He says, get them to the Bronx. No trip around the world for them. Get them to the Bronx. All right, what is your question?
Okay, I'm here in the Bronx, but my friend is in Jamaica. The question is, she came here, got married, submitted her package, and got approved for interview December 2017. However, she was having some issues with her kids back home, so she had to leave before she could attend the interview. It so happened that she did not come back to attend her interview.
Did she leave with advance parole?
That's the problem. No, she didn't.
Okay,
What
so
happened is that-
so the moment she left the United States of
Yeah.
America without advance parole, that was the end of the case.
Wow.
Okay, so now did she overstay her time in America?
Say that again?
Had she overstayed her time? Was she here illegally at
Yeah,
any
she
point?
did.
For how long?
She did.
For how long?
About a year.
Okay, so she has a 10-year bar. She needs a waiver. She did everything incorrect.
Wow.
So
the
we need
case
to
is
automatically
canceled.
canceled. You need to do a new I-130 visa petition. The husband should be on that immediately. Get the visa appointment in Jamaica, which will be a year from now. When she goes to the visa appointment, she has to be armed with a good I-601 waiver to overcome the 10-year bar. And then she's going to wait a few months for that decision. So even if the husband starts right now, he's looking at least 18 months before she's back, if everything gets approved. And that's a big if.
Wow. Okay.
All right, we can help, but we got to start the process.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay. I'll let her know this info because she asked me to find out, and then I think she'll decide from there.
All right, thank you. Hold on if you need any more information. All right? Thank you, Joy. Oh, let me go back to Joy. Joy.
Hello?
One more thing. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, because I gave you such wonderful information for your friend, please share this 25 times, all right? I promise you, okay? If you can have them, I will send lobsters and steak, okay? It'll still be cheaper than sending them to somebody in Africa, right? To have dinner, right? I mean, I'm thinking about this dinner getting very expensive, okay? All right,
Okay,
Joy,
Brad,
lobster and
about to
steak in the
share.
Bronx, okay? All right, hold
Thank
on.
you.
Look at that. Now everybody's gonna want Brad. You know what? Come to Jamaica. I want lobster and steak in Jamaica.
Right.
All right. Let's go to Gilbert in Silver Spring, Maryland. Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert here.
How are you, Gilbert?
How are you?
Good. What's up?
I'm doing great. What about yourself?
Fabulous.
I appreciate and I want to congratulate you for all the job you have been doing and you are continuing to doing.
Thank you. Thank you. I try my best to help as many people as I can. I appreciate it.
Yeah. My question is.
What? I think he's got a girlfriend or a wife in the background telling him the question. You want to put the girlfriend or the wife in the background? Let's get the real boss on the phone. All right. Is there a real boss behind you, or you got the question?
Yeah, I got the question.
You got the question. Okay. What is it?
Yeah, my question is, I came here in 2016 as a student, F1 visa.
Yes.
And I filed for asylum the same year, and I got married later. I want to know, filing for marriage could stop the asylum process.
Yes, but you have to withdraw the asylum claim first before you file the adjustment. Number one, because you can't have an asylum claim pending and an adjustment. If you already got denied the asylum and you're in removal, you got to do it through the immigration judge. I'm not exactly sure where you are in this process.
No, right now nothing is done. The only thing that has been done is just to send.
All right, so your attorney or whoever's handling your case should send a letter to immigration.
No, right now nobody's handling my case.
Okay, then let me handle it. And what I would do for you is I would simultaneously withdraw the asylum claim and then file an adjustment right after.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The fact that I didn't get to school could be a problem?
It could be a problem because they may say there's fraud involved if they think you never had an intention of going to the school. I don't want you to talk about it on over the air because we don't have an attorney-client privilege conversation here. If there was, other factors why you didn't go to the school and there was no fraud involved, then it's not a problem. If you came here and you did not have the intent of going to school, then you would have to admit that up front and then file a waiver. It depends. I don't know what the facts are, but I don't want you to tell the facts over the air.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So hold on
Okay,
1 second.
yeah.
We can help. All right. Hold on. All right. Let's go to Pablo in Tampa, Florida. Pablo,
Hey, Brad, how you doing?
what's going on?
Good. First of all, your show is one of the best shows. I'm addicted already.
Oh, thank you, thank
do.
you. I like hearing that, Pablo. I like Pablo. I don't know what he's going to ask, but this man is a smart man. He's a very, very smart man.
Has he shared?
I don't know if he shared, but he's addicted to this show.
I'm going to share 55 times.
55 times. All right, Pablo, where do you live? Tampa, Florida. That's not bad. You want to go to Tampa?
Yes,
You meet with Pablo? Okay. All right, what's going on?
All right, so I have two questions for you.
Yeah.
My first question is, I'm a DACA recipient.
Uh-huh.
I've been married for 5 years to a U.S. citizen.
Right.
I have 2 children. So I'm adjusting status through I-485.
Right.
I have everything ready. I have all my pictures, you know what I mean, bona fide marriage, everything. But my question is that I have one problem. Back in 2002, back in 9th grade, I got into a fight in a lunchroom. And I'm trying to go back and, find the records. We were brought to the 2nd District down there.
In 9th grade, they arrested you?
Yeah, I don't even know if it was a little arrest. They just brought us in handcuffs to the 2nd District. But I didn't have no documents to, saying that, the arrest isn't available. I don't know. I called the juvenile records court. They don't have anything.
Just go to the police station. Okay, go to the police station and say, hey, do you have a record of an arrest at this police station? And if they don't have a record of the arrest, then you were never formally arrested.
Okay, so in order to fill out the application, they asked, if you were ever arrested, do you have?
Well, the answer is if the police station has no record of your arrest, you were never formally arrested. If the police station if the police station has a record of your arrest, did you ever appear before a judge? Did you ever go to a court?
No, but they sent me a letter to my house and my parents that I needed to go to some kind of remediation thing, and then I did community service for a day. But they don't have any records of that either.
All right, well, try to go to the local family court, because it would have been done through family court. It would have been done through criminal court.
Okay.
All right, because you were a minor. It would have been done through family court.
Right. The worst case scenario, just get a letter from the police station saying they don't have anything on
There's no record
it.
of an arrest, right.
And that shouldn't be a problem with immigration?
Correct.
Okay. And secondly, on my, I have an I-94, and I came on a passport with my mom and my 2 brothers. And on a passport, I see a number here. It says 000 blank blank blank.
Right.
I won't disclose the number, but I don't know if that's the passport number, or I don't know.
I don't know because I'm not sure what number you're reading off of.
Okay.
What I would do is if you came on that, just pick. You can do one of 2 things. You can hire me and I'll do it, or you can pick the number that you think is the I-94 number and submit a copy of it to immigration.
Well, no, I know the I-94 number. I just don't know the passport number. So would the I-94 number be sufficient?
Yes. You don't need the passport number.
Okay. So just leave that blank on the
right.
application?
Just write unknown.
That's why you're the best, man. I love
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Pablo. All right. I love Pablo. He's awesome.
Pablo's the man.
Pablo is the man.
Man with the plan.
Pablo, I hope you're in the contest. We want to go to Pablo right now.
I was just about to say.
He is the most effusive Brad Squad member of the day so far.
Absolutely.
Right?
Effusive.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck, Pablo. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good one, man.
All right, Pablo down in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
Effusive Pablo.
Come on, Pablo.
All right, let's go to Allison in Brooklyn, New York. Allison.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, Allison.
I'm to find out something from
What's going
my
on?
friend.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother filed for her and her son, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she, across here 5 years now. And does she have to file for citizenship for her son?
How old is the son?
Her son is under 18.
Okay, this is what happens. Okay,
Mhm.
if the mother becomes a citizen, and the
Mhm,
son,
that's what I'm telling her. So
and
if
the,
she
she doesn't,
files for citizenship-
she doesn't do anything for the son. She files for her citizenship, and she
Mhm.
swears in to become a U.S. citizen. And if on the day she swears in to become a U.S. citizen, the son is under 18, and the son is a lawful resident living in the custody of the mother, the son automatically becomes a citizen too.
I was telling her that, but somebody tell her no, the mother have to file for him.
No,
I tell her,
no.
Uh-huh. All
Son's
right then,
automatic
thank you.
citizen. All right.
All right, bye-bye.
1-800-529-5465. We have a couple more calls, and then we're going to get to our social media check-in. All right. How's that?
Sounds great.
How's that for a great show so far?
That sounds like a fantastic show.
Let's go to Terry Ann in Brooklyn. And Jilly Bean, I remember everything. Don't worry. All right. Terry Ann in Brooklyn.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
What I want to know, right? I came here on a J1 visa.
Yes.
However, I intend to stay. So I have my boyfriend. However, we met in Jamaica and then we broke up, and he met a girl and they married and they came over here and things went down and they're no longer together and stuff. Anyway, when I came over here, we ended up met again. So what I want to know, right? You want to put in his citizenship next year.
Okay.
So what I want to know, should he divorce now?
How long
or
has he had his green
he
card?
Next year is going to be 5 years.
He can divorce whenever he wants, but he can't marry you to file for you until he becomes a citizen or until he's had a green card for 5 years.
Right. So what I want to know, right? He has to put in his citizenship next year, get his citizenship, and then divorce and then help.
It doesn't matter. Okay, if he doesn't live with the woman, he doesn't live with the woman. Whether he does a divorce now or he does it after he becomes a citizen, immigration at the citizenship interview is going to make an independent inquiry on the bona fides of that original marriage. As long as it
Right.
was a bona fide marriage, divorce or not divorce, he has nothing to worry about. If he doesn't live with the
Right.
woman now, get divorced. What's the big deal? Why does he have to remain married in an unhappy marriage? Just be prepared, divorced or not divorced, he's going to have to be prepared to defend the fact at a citizenship interview that his prior marriage was legit. That's all.
Right, because he was in an abusive relationship.
Okay, so that's what happened.
Right.
Right. Just be
So
ready.
they're part.
Be ready to prove
Right.
it. Then it's not a problem.
Okay, another thing. My brother lives in Jersey, and he filed for my mom. However, my brother was on the filing. My mom came up. I have a brother. He's 18 years old, and the other one is 23 years old. Can my mom file for my brother, which is 23?
The answer is yes, but it's going to take a long time.
What about my brother, who is 18, who is currently in Jamaica right now?
The answer is also yes. It will be shorter.
So how long is the process?
Your mom's a resident, about 2 years for the brother under 18, for about 7 years for over 21.
Okay, all right. Thank you so
You're
much,
very
and
welcome.
have a good one.
Thank you, Terry Ann.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Let's go to Marsha in Queens. Marsha. Marsha,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm good. My
What's going on?
question is, I'm a permanent resident.
Yes.
My daughter, she came upon a regular visa from Jamaica, a visiting visa. So I filed a I-130 for it. It was being approved.
Okay.
Then they send it to the the NVC.
Yep, National
Now
Visa
they
Center.
have an application. Now they have an interview for her in Jamaica, but I don't want her to go to
How
Jamaica.
old is she?
Can she get?
How old is she?
She's 15.
How did you get your green card?
Through marriage.
Where's your husband?
We left.
We left the
I have
husband.
my green card over 6. Yeah.
Okay, so you have two choices.
I have my green card over 6 years.
Okay, so you have two choices. Okay. Choice number one is send her back to Jamaica. Nothing bad will happen to her because she's under 18. Have a good lawyer with you to make sure. She'll get her green card. She'll be back in 2 weeks. Promise. Or, if you're a nervous wreck, become a citizen, and then she could adjust here. Those are your choices.
Because I'm a nervous wreck right now.
Okay, so then become a citizen, and then she'll adjust here.
That's the only way, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Either way, she's getting a green card. I promise you. Come see me. You're in Queens. It's not too far.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay, and also please share this 25 times and send it to Belgium Kim so I can send Jonathan and Belgium Kim to have dinner with you in Queens.
Okay.
You want to know why? Because other than that, somebody is going to share it in Africa, and it's going to be a very expensive plane ticket. Okay, I just want to send them in a yellow taxi.
Tell your
All
brother
right.
in Jamaica to share.
All right, no, nobody in Jamaica. No sharing in Jamaica. No sharing in Europe. No sharing in Africa. We only want to share in Queens and the Bronx.
Marsha, tell your brother.
Okay, tell you. All right, Marsha, thanks. Come see me. Hold on. All right, let's go to Mr. Williams in Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Williams.
How are you doing, Brad?
How are you?
I am good. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Why do you think I'm not okay?
This is Dane Williams from Atlanta.
Dane Williams! Hey, our longtime watcher and viewer. Dane was watching when we were on the radio.
Yeah.
On our iPhones.
Yeah. Wow.
And he was always one of the first people to say hello.
ATL.
When we were back on our iPhones doing this originally before we got this whole fancy schmancy studio. Okay.
Yeah,
Dane was always the first person to say hello. I remember. Right?
But Brad, I have a bunch of questions for you. I don't
go
know
ahead.
if you can help me. I'll be it as short as possible.
Okay.
I'm calling for somebody else.
Okay.
She actually got married. She filed I-130, the 485, the affidavit of support, but she didn't file her husband's affidavit of support, but she filed a separate one for some, like, to attach to it. But she didn't file her husband one.
Wait, I don't understand what you're saying. She filed an adjustment but didn't file an affidavit of support?
She filed the joint affidavit of support. She didn't find her husband one. So they sent back the letter that she's supposed to let her husband sign one.
But she's filing for the husband.
Yes.
Okay.
But she didn't submit her petition. No, she didn't submit her 684.
Okay.
But she submit somebody to affidavit.
I understand. So she submitted a second affidavit of support from someone else, but she never did hers.
Yes.
Because she wasn't making
Yes,
enough money, so
exactly.
she figured she didn't have to do it. You have to still do it,
But
even though you're below the poverty level.
But she didn't know that she was supposed to do
Right.
it. She was making like $26,000.
Right.
But she and her husband and her son, so she knew that it would need a joint one.
Right.
But the joint one, that she did, that person make $34,000 a year. But they sent back in the letter that the person didn't
make enough,
didn't reach the 125.
Right.
So I'm wondering if it's just because she didn't submit hers.
No, it's because they didn't
they're
make the
saying
125.
Because they're saying in the letter that
She did two things. She's got two problems. One, whether you're above or below the 125 as the main petitioner, you got to sign an affidavit of support no matter what. And second problem is the person with the second affidavit of support didn't make enough money. Because the person
making one.
Because maybe the person who made the 34 has 4 people to support or 3 people to support. I don't know how many people.
But that's the thing.
You got to add the family.
They're not.
You got to add everybody together.
They only have. They live in the same house, and that person that made the 34,000.
They live in the same house. Then they did the wrong thing again. The person who lives in the same house as them should have done an I-864A, and then you can combine the income. So this woman has done everything wrong.
So what's the best thing to do right now?
Have a consultation with me so I can explain to them what to do, and then they'll at least can do it the right way.
Okay, I will let him do that, Brad.
All right.
Okay.
All right, my man.
Have a good one.
Thank you. All right, we're going to take one more call, and then we're going to get to social media check-in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yolanda in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Yolanda.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Oh, so, well, my husband, he's asylum, but we're married now. So how would we file it through the marriage?
So how did he come to America?
As asylum through his father.
Did he get his green card? Did he get granted asylum?
Yeah, he was granted asylum back in 2005.
And when did you get married?
Just this past year.
And you were the one who needs a green card?
No, I don't. I'm a citizen. He's asylum. He
doesn't need you. If he got granted asylum, he could just file his adjustment for his green card.
Okay. Oh, so he won't need me at all?
If he was granted asylum, Now, maybe he wasn't granted asylum, but if he was granted, then he doesn't need you. He just needs to file an adjustment based on the asylum.
Oh, okay.
All right, we can
Well,
help.
thank you.
Hold on one second, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. So before we get to our social media check-in, are you with us here? What are you doing?
I am.
I keep looking over as I'm answering these questions, and Yo-Yo is like in a deep conversation. Who are you talking to over there?
I'm
on your phone.
I'm not on my phone.
You are on your phone. You are on your.
Don't
I'm
listen,
calling you out.
guys.
You are on your phone. What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Listen, inquiring minds want to know.
I'm ready.
So National Enquirer wants to know.
Not talking to anybody.
Yeah, not talking to anybody.
Yeah, getting red.
Yeah, he's talking to
Trust me,
somebody.
it's not bad.
He's talking to somebody.
It's a drought here, guys.
So meanwhile, did you see? Do you have Showtime, by the way? You know who Sacha Baron Cohen is, right?
Yes.
All right. So he did Borat.
Yes.
Okay, which is the most politically incorrect movie,
From
Kazakhstan, but hysterical.
Borat.
Yes, right.
Yep.
Right. My sister's the number 4 prostitute in all of the land. You remember? You know that? Politically incorrect.
Yes,
right.
for sure.
Right. When he had the cock, he stayed in the room in the. I mean, he insulted everybody.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
So he stayed in the hotel. There he is. He stayed in the hotel with the in the inn somewhere in the Midwest, and he started. And there was a cockroach. He started throwing money at it. He said, "Oh, the Jews turned into cockroaches. Throw money, they'll go away." So he does a new show now. He does a new show called "Who Is America," where he dresses up as different characters and gets politicians to completely make a fool of themselves.
Wow.
Okay, and really, it's not to become a fool of themselves. It's really to show who they really are.
Right.
Okay, so their politicians are making a fool of themselves, and he's not even doing it. He is just allowing them, and it's really showing who is America.
Yeah.
These are the people who are running our country, and when their guard is down. When their guard is down, they really show who they are. So when he gets into these different characters, he allows these politicians and famous people to lose their guard a little bit and show who their real character and true persona is. So recently, he did a segment where he was disguised as an Israeli Mossad agent instructor, and he met with a Georgia state congressman who is a known racist, a known person of very bad character.
Right.
And did all of these things to let him have his guard down, and trying to train him how to spot, a Muslim terrorist. And in one way, it's very funny, and in another way, you want to just squirm in your chair that this is the person who is a politician who's running our country, or potentially could be running our country.
Right.
He had Dick Cheney sign a water board.
I saw
Okay, all right. He made Sarah Palin look like a fool. So in this particular case, it was Georgia Representative Jason Spencer. And by the time Sacha Baron Cohen was done, he had to resign as a politician from the Georgia House of Representatives, and it is effective today, July 31st. So Anna Banana, our intrepid correspondent down in Miami, she watches this show, and she has a few things to say about it.
Hey friends from the Brad Show Live, I'm Anna Ascona. I just want to say thank you, Sacha Baron Cohen, for exposing Georgia State Representative Jason Spencer. Jason Spencer showed us how racist he is on Sacha Baron Cohen's Who Is America by shouting some inappropriate words.
Are you crazy? The N-word is noonie. This world is disgusting.
This video was just so disturbing to watch, and I just can't believe that this is the type of people being voted for to represent our nation. First of all, why did Jason Spencer think that it was okay to shout the N-word publicly when he was asked what is the most forbidden N-word in the United States. And why would he automatically assume that was the word that's been forbidden? There's other words that exist that are inappropriate. But I get it. Most people probably would have assumed the same thing. But either way, it is not okay for him to just shout it out freely, because there are other ways he could have, let us know that that's the word that he thought without actually verbally saying it. Oh, and another racist act that he did was trying to interpret a Chinese tourist.
In city, no. Red Dragon chopstick.
Konnichiwa, Red Dragon? What? That is just so inappropriate, disgusting, disturbing, just shows how racist you are. Anyways, that just doesn't make any sense for him to think that as a politician he can get away with this type of behavior, including his foul language. And let's not forget that at the end of the video he showed us his behind.
Go!
Congratulations, Jason Spencer. You just made a big fool out of yourself, and now you just lost your job. Anyways, that just doesn't make any sense. Leave your comments below and let me know, do you think it was fair treatment for us to make him resign from his position? Peace.
And if you saw in that, it was a terrible thing, but if you saw in that clip, the congressman had his pants down.
How did he even get him to do that?
So how did he have his pants down is, again, Sacha Baron Cohen's disguised as an Israeli Mossad agent who's teaching him how to discover if somebody is a Muslim terrorist. So he said the best way to thwart a Muslim terrorist is they're afraid of homosexuality. So if you pull your pants down and put your ass towards them, they will run away from you if in fact they are a Muslim terrorist. Let me show you how you do it. And he actually did it. He actually did it. And it was so cringeworthy. And he goes, the only way it was just like so...
I think what makes me cringe the most about it is that at the end of the day, these are still human beings, a lot of them elected officials with cameras in their faces. Like, I get that.
Now he made a fool. Now, interestingly, who he made a fool of? This stupid congressman in Georgia.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin. Made a fool of her.
Yeah.
Okay. Made a fool of Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he went and then he tried to interview Ted Koppel, who's the famous newscaster, and Ted Koppel was at least smart enough to realize that this is so ridiculous.
Exactly.
And as soon as he started asking these ridiculous things of Ted Koppel looked at him. He didn't know it was Sacha Baron Cohen, but Ted Koppel looked at him and said, "Interview's over. I'm out of here."
So wouldn't the majority do that? Like,
you would hope.
Before you took off your pants and ran your ass in front of
But that's
somebody?
what he did.
Yes!
That's what he did.
Before, as you're unbuckling your
saying,
belt, is that not going through your mind of like, I cannot do this right now? I have the option
baffled.
to say no.
I really
baffled by the whole thing.
And no.
And that this person was going to perhaps run for Congress or Senate one day. These are the people running the country.
Look at him.
Look at him.
And there are cameras in front. This guy got mic'd up.
Yes.
Like, you know that people are going to see this.
And you're a politician.
Right.
Well, I mean, monkey see, monkey do. Our 45th president. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to come to a point where we come to what we call social media check-in, where we're going to be answering your questions that you left on social media check-in on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and all of our ways to do it is you can leave your questions on Facebook right now. By the way, if you like this show, which we forgot to say before, and I know you were pointing this out, if you like this show and you want to be notified every time the show comes on, the best way to do it is to like and follow Bradshaw Live on Facebook. Do that right now. Or subscribe to us on YouTube. And every time we come live, you will be notified. And then you never have to worry, hey, am I missing a show?
Exactly.
Okay. In addition to that, if you want to follow the exploits of Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias on his reality TV show every Thursday, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, please tell him what your personal Instagram is.
My Instagram is Jonathan Elias TV.
And where are you on TV on Thursday?
I am on BET every Thursday night, 10 p.m., 9 Central. Reality TV.
Grand Hustle with T.I.
Grand Hustle with T.I., the legendary rapper.
And Belgium Kim is appearing in nightclubs around New York City. Right?
Yeah.
They're not strip clubs.
Oh,
No.
my bad.
Not strip clubs,
But on
but
round
comedy clubs.
tabletops, on round
Not strip
tabletops.
clubs, comedy clubs.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And
Club.
one day she'll invite us when she gets her
Right.
act better, right? She said our act has to get a little better, right?
Yeah, and a little
Or you
more
like
PG.
it? You're a little more PG.
I don't like a
can't-
PG. I like an XXX.
I want an X.
I don't-
I want to bring the whole Bradshaw Live crew to tape it one day.
But you don't.
I do.
The first time I did stand-up, Brad asked me, what
I
was your
do.
stand-up about? And I said, I talked about this. And he was like, okay, thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll see you tonight at the
Yes.
show. Like, he was like...
I want to see it.
I want to see it. And Belgium Kim, how do they follow you?
They follow me on Instagram at Belgium Kim or on Facebook at Belgium Kim.
All right. And of course, you can always follow me at Bernstein_Brad. But please, more importantly, follow our show, Bradshaw Live, on Instagram. So you can get behind the scenes. We actually had a lot of behind the scenes today.
We did.
Right?
I saw.
You saw, right, the
Your
picture of my leg, my Terminator leg, right?
Yeah.
On Instagram. You don't see it anywhere else.
Nope.
All right. You get to see what our studio really looks like without our movie magic.
Very artsy
Right?
picture.
Right. And in addition to that, you could also like and follow Bradshaw Live on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube, and you can be notified every time we come on. With that being said, social media check-in. What do we got?
And we are only at 271 shares. So guys,
Again, sad.
come on, guys.
Sad,
I mean,
sad.
some people
We
are
only
gonna be
have
on the
4
raffle
winners
board.
of the 25.
So far,
Right.
and all 3 are in New York area. Come on,
That's
guys.
not true.
One is
Go
in
New
Boston.
York, go New York, go!
We got one in Boston, and we just have actually a 5th person who just qualified.
Where?
In Bridgeport, Connecticut. So we have Palm Beach, Bridgeport, Boston, New York, New York, New York.
You're going you're gonna have dinner in New York somewhere.
We may be in the Northeast.
Yada is very angry. Look at that angry face.
Oh, am I?
I gave you the opportunity to travel the world. All right, you can't say I
And
didn't
you
do it.
guys are not fulfilling my dreams.
Yes.
Jamaicans, Trinidadians,
Yeah.
Dominicans, where are you guys? Come on.
All right, let's do this one last time because we have about 35 minutes left of our show.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you some telepathy again.
Okay.
Tell
Okay.
them what the game is. You ready?
Okay.
All right,
Ready.
get the camera concentrating on Belgium Kim. Okay, what is this contest? What are you seeing? Are you seeing Belgium Kim on a beach somewhere?
Oh,
Being
yes.
served caviar.
Yes. In a bathing suit.
In a bathing suit.
Yes.
And courtesy of Bradshaw Live.
Yes.
Right.
On Brad's dime.
On Brad's dime.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
God.
With a Brad Squad member.
Yes.
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 And it's hot.
Yes. We're sharing
Suntanning.
coconuts. I see little umbrellas in them. Oh yeah, they
Please,
go right by
please
the
share.
beach.
Okay,
take it
oh,
out.
sorry.
No.
That dream is over because nobody has shared this. That is the end of this dream.
No.
That
I
dream is
actually- I
over.
actually felt
okay,
it.
what I see instead is you showing up in Queens. I see you showing up in Queens. My dream is okay, and all you had to do, really. This is it, okay? This is it.
You're killing me,
If you
guys.
share it 25 times to your friends, your family, to groups, you prove it by sending screenshots to Belgium Kim. Belgium Kim is going to give you where to send it right now. We are going to enter you into a lottery to have dinner with Yo-Yo and Belgium Kim. They're going to fly to you anywhere in the world. We'll film it. You're going to be part of the Brad Squad, and we're going to have a big, big dinner on Brad Squad's dime.
Yes.
You know who Brad Squad's dime is?
That one right there.
Right there. I guess I am the treasurer of the Brad Squad.
You are the CEO.
I am the CEO and treasurer of the Brad Squad. So all you got to do, Belgium Kim, how do they send you the screenshots?
Just hit that power button and that volume button on your phone to take a screenshot and send it to Belgium Kim on Facebook. It's super easy because I'm all up and down the comments, or you can just search Belgium Kim.
All right, so let's go to social media check-in. What do we got?
All right, I have one from Nigel Gale. I'm a U.S. citizen and wanted to file for my nephew in Jamaica who doesn't have a U.S. visa yet. What do I do?
You don't file for anybody who is a nephew,
Ah.
and he has to apply for his own visa.
How does he do that?
I don't know. I got to get the camera on me first.
Hey.
Ah!
Oh,
so
all
all right, you can't file for a nephew. There's no such thing as filing for a nephew. He would have to apply for a visitor's visa or a student visa. Unless he doesn't have parents anymore, then maybe we can talk about some sort of adoption.
Jewel.
Yes.
Jewel wants to know.
Jewel.
I got a denial from a marriage-based affidavit of support application. How do I know if it's fraud and if I'm barred from reapplying?
Well, first of all, was it fraud? You would know if it's fraud more than any other human being in the world. Okay. Now, best way to figure it out is a Freedom of Information Act request and get your records. But you would know more than anybody else.
Tiny Daria.
Tiny again.
This is Tiny again. Back at it again.
You think is Tiny a woman or a man? First of all,
We don't know.
You know what? I'm going to go
You're
ahead
gonna
and
find
go
out?
stalk right
Go
now.
stalk Tiny
While
first.
I read.
While you read, I stalk.
Okay, so I'm in the UK wanting to get married to a partner in Florida. I don't want to go via the fiance route. All right, how can I come to America with intentions of getting married? What forms do I file after getting married in Florida? Question 2. What if we got married out of the USA? Can I then come to Florida? He applies for me and I wait in Florida to get the green card. Thank you and slowly. Please, Brad. Cheers, mate.
Slowly?
Yes, 1 and 2.
Talk slowly.
Well, not too slow.
Not right.
Because we still have a lot of questions.
I gotta get my, it's hard for me to talk slow.
Yes.
I gotta
So talk normal.
Talk normal.
Not Brad normal.
There is no way to come to the United States from anywhere in the world with the intention of getting married. That is a fraud. Now, coming from England, there is the ESTA visa. You can come on a 90-day visa, a holiday visa, a visitor's visa. And if you come on a holiday and as a visitor with the true intention of coming on a holiday or as a visitor, that's perfectly fine. You're allowed to do that. And what the law also says is after you have stayed in America for 90 days on a holiday visa, on a visitor's visa, on the ESTA visa, if at that point you change your mind and you say, you know what? I don't want to leave. I'm in love with this person. I don't want to go anywhere. I can't live without this person. And now you have changed your mind. You can now adjust your status here in the United States. Whether you came on a holiday visa married or you came unmarried and then 90 days later get married. How is that for slow, concise?
That was perfect.
Perfect.
But, Tiny, you are in the UK, and I see that you're in the comments right now. I need you to share 25 times right now. I'm telling you, or else I'm gonna be mad.
Tiny.
Tiny.
I done read your question,
Yup.
and I got Brad to speak slowly.
Twice.
I need you to share 25 times and send it to Belgium Kim so we can come to the UK. I've never been.
We're going to come see. We also see that you have ties to Aruba. We'll come visit you in Aruba, wherever you are. UK,
Come
Aruba,
on, girl.
we will come to you, Tiny. We got this.
Come on,
You're
Tiny.
gorgeous. You look like fun. We want to hang out.
I'm fun. She fun.
We're so fun.
We can all be fun together.
We're so fun together.
All right.
I have a comment to make.
No.
Are you sending us to Aruba?
No, Tiny is barred from the show if he shares 25. There's no way I'm sending you to England. We're going right to Bridgeport. You going? Bridgeport, Connecticut. Here I come. All right. What's the question?
Michael wants to know, what's the time frame now to expect interviews for my green card after receiving my social and my work permit in May?
About 6 more months.
All right. Princess Dyer says, hello, Brad. If a person is out here out of status, this person works with this family for the past 3 years as a baby nurse and a helper. Unfortunately, this person decided she can't manage anymore for the work is getting more harder than bargain for. So the person told the employers he thinks it's time for her to start seeking something different. And as she says, so she was fired of her job the very minute. Is that person entitled to anything such as money?
No, unfortunately, the laws don't protect people out of status from working. So unfortunately, no.
We've got a YouTube question from Terry Ann Carby, who says, hi, Brad, I'm asking for a friend. She visited America on July 12th of 2018, so got here about 2 weeks ago. Immigration stamped her passport for 6 months, but she was stopped by custom and granted a 2-week stay. When can she travel again back to America?
Not for a while, because they obviously believe she was coming too often. So we got to look at all of her entries before I can advise her. All
right, we have another one from YouTube, M. Persuade.
M. Persuade.
Persaud.
Persaud, if we're getting real.
No, it's Persaud.
Persaud.
I think so.
It is.
Correct.
All right. What if immigration determined that your marriage was fraud and you are outside the country? What can you do?
Not a lot, because once you are accused of fraud by immigration, that bars you from ever getting a green card or any visa for the rest of eternity. The only thing you can do is prove that immigration's wrong. Give them proof that it's not a fraud. Short of that, you're out of luck.
We've got another question from YouTube from Vanish Beckford, who said, "Hey Brad, my spouse is a green card holder. If he filed the I-130, how could I go ahead and get a work permit?"
As a green card holder, you don't get a work permit from the I-130. You're just on a waiting list for a green card. Eventually, you'll get your green card in about 2 years.
All right. Pa Dauda Najai. All right. How can I get my A number?
Njai.
Njai.
Right?
Yes. What did I say?
Njai.
Njai.
Right.
What is that? Indian?
Maybe Nigerian?
Njai?
I don't know. I don't see the name, but that's would be my guess.
Okay.
It's unbelievable that you just got that without
I can't even read it. I don't even know where
you
you're
don't
right.
even see where we are.
Yes.
All right. How can I get my A number? Because it's not on my passport and I'm trying to apply for a green card.
Maybe you don't have an A number. Not everybody has an A number. Okay, if you don't know the A number and you're applying, just write "I don't know it" or not "I don't know" or unknown.
We've got a question from Opal, who said, "Good evening. I'm asking something for a friend. She got an appointment for next month, but her husband disappeared since last August. What should she do? She's been calling him, texting him, no response. Where is she at now with her case?"
She's at Nowheresville with her case. She's in a dead marriage. The husband didn't respond, and even if he does, you're not going to show up with a husband who doesn't care about you and that you haven't seen in a year, because he's going to screw up the interview. Come see a lawyer.
Yes. Barbara Lord says, "Can an aunt file for her nephew?" We said no.
No.
But that was a different,
Right.
thing.
Mhm.
She did ask how long would it take, but I already knew the answer, but I had to ask.
Correct.
So I have one from YouTube, Swinda Richardson.
Swindle.
Swinda.
Oh, Swinda, not Swindle.
Not Swindle.
Right.
Swinda.
Yeah. Swinda.
Good afternoon. I'll like to know, I applied for a visa and got denied twice for overstaying. So they gave a 214B denial form. So I want to try again. What should I do?
You're going to have a hard time getting a non-immigrant visa because you've already shown an intent to overstay once. I would need to meet with you and discuss it with you further. And I can't meet with you because you're in another country, obviously. So we would do it over the phone.
Phone consultation. Hi. Natasha said, "Well, welcome back, Brad. My husband filed my I-130 and I received my approval. But after that, I received nothing from NVC. But my visa date will be available in the next 2 weeks. What can be done?"
What was the question?
So, received the approval for the I-130 and haven't heard anything back from NVC, but the visa date is available in the next 2 weeks.
You've got to just follow up for the decision. Just because the visa date's available doesn't mean you have an approval. You need to get it approved.
There we go.
All right, I have another YouTube question.
A lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube coming on strong.
Come through, YouTubers.
YouTube coming on
fired
strong.
up.
On
Let me tell
fire.
you. Yeah,
On fire.
they are.
Maybe YouTube will be our preferred channel one day.
Ooh,
inflammatory
Don't
word.
let that
Yes,
happen.
right now Facebook's the preferred channel, but maybe.
Brad Squad on Facebook. Don't let that happen. Keep on sharing. If you
Maybe
keep
if they
on
don't
sharing,
share,
Tiny.
If they don't share, YouTube could be the preferred channel.
Keep on sharing, Tiny.
Yeah, and Tanisha McNabb. Who's also
All right, Carlos Estrella. This is on YouTube. Can a person that is born in Canada cross the United States whenever they want, and how long can they stay in the U.S.?
No, Canada's a different country. You still have to be inspected. You can't stay forever.
Yes.
Also from YouTube, Nishka says, "Is there a waiver available for someone who has overstayed a previous visa and used Medicaid?"
Yes, it's called a non-immigrant visa waiver or an immigrant waiver if it's hardship to your family.
All right, Sweet Destiny Hansel says, "Hey, Brad. Hey, Kim.
Hey there!
And Yo-Yo. What
Hey
up?"
there!
Hey, sweet Destiny.
That's so sweet of Destiny.
That's sweet of Sweet Destiny.
Sweet Destiny.
You're as sweet as your name.
Do you think that you and Sweet Destiny could have a Sweet Destiny together? Do you know who she is?
I don't, but it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Sounds like an attractive name. Would be an attractive person.
Sweet Destiny does
Right?
sound like a very attractive
Very
name.
attractive.
Well, now you got me Facebook
Now,
stalking Sweet Destiny.
Belgium Kim. Belgium Kim, you've been stalking a lot of Brad Squad today.
Listen, if you're going to be on Brad Squad,
Yes,
you're going to get stalked.
We're trying to find out where exactly we were going to be flying in this
Sweet
world.
Destiny's in Atlanta. Share, baby girl.
Listen, I got some
Atlanta's better than Bridgeport.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers.
Sweet Destiny. Share, please, 25 times,
Yeah.
so I can answer. I can ask you a question.
That's
all right.
true. We'll play with that beautiful baby you have in all your Facebook pictures.
There you go. She'll play with it while I go drink.
There you go.
All right, so what are the forms to use when a child is doing an adjustment of status for a parent? And should they all go in the same time? I'm still awaiting a call from the office, so we have to call. So
Yes, the whole application should go in together when adult child files for a parent. It would be an I-485, I-130, I-130A, the I-864 affidavit of support, the I-765, the I-131. Everything goes in one time. If you don't put it all together one time correctly, you're not getting anywhere. All right, I want to get to this because this is very important here. Okay, we're going to get back to our social media check-in in a few minutes. But today, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias went down to the Granny Caravan.
I did.
Okay.
This morning.
And you went this morning,
Been
right?
working since
so the
early.
Granny Caravan
was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a caravan that is protesting the treatment of families at the border by the Trump administration.
A 6-day
The
trip.
Grannies are responding. These are grandmas, real U.S. citizen grandmas, responding in a spontaneous grassroots action to end the inhumane treatment of refugees entering the United States and for their safety, because at this point in time, families are being separated. Children may never be reunited with their parents. It began as a local group of women from Beacon, New York, who wanted to go to the border and just do something, right? And it has since become a nationwide movement of hundreds of grandmas, if not thousands of grandmas, across the country, driving to the border to protest the deportation and the inhumane treatment of refugees fleeing violence and applying for asylum at the border.
Yes.
So this is the map in which they will be driving their caravan from all over the United States down to the border. So today, the Grannies from New York, they set out on a 6-day road trip leaving Union Square, New York, which is on 14th Street in Midtown Manhattan, to McAllen, Texas, to the largest as far as I know, largest known holding facility for immigrants on the southern border. Now, this holding facility is called Ursula.
Oh my
which
God.
sounds pretty bad.
That was
now, it's
like
called
the
Ursula
evil
because that's
person
the
in
street
Little
it's
Mermaid.
on, but also Ursula is the mean
octopus.
mean
In the Little
octopus
Mermaid.
in the
From
mermaid,
Little
right?
Mermaid. It's the evil one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this facility lies just a
Ursula.
few miles north of the Mexican-United States border. So the Grannies are going to be responding through this 6-day caravan by holding rallies all over the United States on their way to this holding facility to bring attention to what's going on at the border. The New York caravan is going to stop in Reading, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Louisville, Kentucky, Montgomery, Alabama, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Houston, Texas, before reaching their border destination on August 6th. We sent Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias out this morning to wish the Grannies good luck and to see them off on their 6-day caravan. Let's watch.
What's good, Brad Squad? It's your boy, Jonathan Elias, and I'm here at Union Square in New York City, one of the main starting points of a rally held by grandmothers. Yeah, you heard me right, abuelas. Grannies Respond, also known as Abuelas Responden, is a grassroots group led by grannies that aims to shed light on the mistreatment of immigrant families due to the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy. So this policy has become very controversial because of its use of family separation. So the Grannies put together a 6-day caravan ride from New York to McAllen, Texas, where one of the biggest immigrant holding facilities is located. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna hold rallies in different cities and communities and also pick up abuelas that wanna join the movement. So this has become a national movement where they engage in 24 hours of volunteer work with different local organizations. We're gonna talk to the creators of this movement, and we also have to talk to the courageous and inspirational abuelas. Let's take a look.
Rise you look right here, Oh, Granny, you're strong.
Why is it so important for you guys to stand your ground, speak your voice, and rally?
I'm a mom. They're grandparents and parents, and what's happening now is not what our country aspires to be.
I'm sad we have to do this, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here and be part of this movement to try to change the course of policy.
Yes.
And it's horrific what's going on.
A lot of good people in this country, and we need to stand together.
Some of us are newer to the organizing field. Some of us are getting riled up. Some of us, it's our first time getting arrested for civil disobedience. Some of us have been arrested several times. And so we're at a moment in the history of our nation where we have an opportunity to actually write history, W-R-I-T-E.
We are really pushing people to get out, take a stand, make a show. Whether they're grandparents, no matter who they are, get out, take a stand, because we just can't put up with this crap anymore.
The whole thing was originally my idea, but the women are the ones who actually made it happen. I threw out this idea on Facebook that we should get a bus full of grannies and go down to the border and teach these authorities how people are supposed to be treated. And the women started writing on my Facebook, well, I'll do it, okay, I'll go. This developed in 5 weeks. There's easily 25 to 30 women working on this. We have some really great national partners, like the Veteran Service Corps, from the veterans from Standing Rock are with us. Like if you peel back one layer of the onion, you won't find Move On or any other group. These women are doing it all.
You brought your husband, huh? So
I'm on the ride. I'm the only grandfather on the ride. I think there'll be a couple of others joining us. I think I'm also from Beacon, New York. Claire and I have been married for 41 years.
what are you guys going to do once you get to Texas?
Having a march. We may be doing some volunteer work in the immigration area there where immigrants are living because they need help.
Songs
We're singing some
and
songs.
try to buoy the spirits of the people that have been working on the ground down there.
So you guys are actually going to be taking grannies from other cities that want to join the movement?
Absolutely. Untold number of people at every location. We're stopping in 6 cities along the way, and we add to the caravan in every city. I think when we leave Houston, we're at least a 20-vehicle caravan. We've got other caravans have formed all over the country. We've got a caravan coming from Portland, Oregon, in Alaska. So we've got people coming from everywhere. My mother is here. I talked her into it.
Oh, so how do you feel about all this?
He asked me to come along, so let's do it together.
How proud are you as a mother to see your son start a whole national movement?
Very.
Yeah.
And everybody's telling me, and I said, oh, I know.
What's your immigration story?
I'm like a 3rd generation. We're a nation of immigrants. So I've been to Ellis Island many times looking at my history.
Jewish American, and my relatives came from Eastern Europe. They were such proud Americans. They're gone now, but they were such proud Americans. And I think they would be heartbroken to know that the things that they ran away from are happening here.
Family were Holocaust survivors. So are you marching for them and riding for them as well?
I am. You know, my parents came in 1938, went through Ellis Island, and for them I grew up saying, well, they said, we're Americans. We have to stand for the American values. So we really never talked that much about it, but they always said, just remember, because it could happen again. So when this happened, I said, wow, this just can't be. So it's in their memory as well that I'm fighting.
Talk to the immigrants out there from your heart.
You are not alone. We are in this together. This country is changing because you are here. You belong here. And the work that we need to do together to change our nation is to bring us together and to show the President of the United States that this is a nation of immigrants. Do not go back home unnecessarily. Do not give up your status. Whether you have papers or you don't have papers, you should be staying in this country.
I speak out to you to say that this is a place where you can find what you're looking for.
It's really hard to look at immigrants who are facing things like family separation and family deportation and imprisonment and incarceration, and to even know what to say. it's heartbreaking, and I'm so sorry this is happening, and we're not going to let it happen in our name.
I'm sorry. And just do your best and tell other people to help you. Ask other people, just like that's what we're trying to do.
There are many immigrants and there are many children that are being detained that are feeling helpless and hopeless. And I want to say to them that there are people that are Americans, that are U.S. citizens, that are working hard to change the situation for all of you, and we will not stop.
We want you here. We love you. And many of us will do whatever we can to keep you safe and end this horrible, unconscionable policy.
We are all immigrants, except for the American Indians, who we've also mistreated. We are all immigrants, and we deserve to have the life we can have.
I feel terrible that some of you have been separated from your children. We're working really, really hard. We are remembering what happened back in history to those that have seeking asylum, but we're just not going to stand by and let this happen anymore.
My message is we want to help. There's a lot of people out here who want to help. There's a lot of people out here who think this is wrong and inhumane. And the women that we're traveling with, they would break those cages down and take those children out with their bare hands if they could. People out there care. You're not alone. When we go to detention centers, we'll be singing as loud as we possibly can for those inside to know that they're loved and that there's people outside who are willing, who are ready to take you into our arms.
Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. Amazing, inspirational story here. This touched my heart because it reminded me of my grandmother. Rest in peace. I know that she would definitely do something like this. Even though she doesn't speak English, she came straight from Ethiopia, so I know she's looking down. She's happy that we're representing stuff like this right here. You see is the infamous caravan that's going to be going, and we have gotten word that we'll be getting reports from the abuelas as well, so you guys stay tuned for that back at the studio.
So Jonathan saw the Abuela buses and caravan go off. We have
I got a lot of cheek pinching. Yeah,
yes.
From the abuelas.
From the abuelas, from the grannies.
Yes.
So we have met up with one of the grannies. Her name is Sharon. She's actually from Louisville, and she has been gracious enough that we're going to be checking in with Sharon, one of the grannies on this caravan, every day during their entire journey, all the way down to Texas. And she's going to be our temporary correspondent, one of the grannies, for this week. Okay, so let me introduce you to Granny Sharon, our first correspondent from the grannies, her first correspondence with us. Let's watch.
Hi, Granny Sharon here. I'm a member of Grannies Respond, and I live outside the city limits in Louisville. I have never been prouder in my life to be a granny, and especially to be a member of Granny Respond. My prayer tonight is for safe travels for all of you, for good humor, for passion and energy, and I look forward to seeing you on the 2nd of August when you arrive in Louisville. Godspeed.
So Godspeed is right, and we're going to be checking in with Granny Sharon every day. Hopefully she will be providing us with some video and letting us know what's happening with the Granny Caravan. We're going to be following it. It's like we have an embedded reporter with the Granny Caravan. Remember, like during the Iraq War, there was an embedded reporter with the different units?
Yes.
We have an embedded reporter, Granny Sharon, with the Granny Caravan every day. We'll be checking in with Granny Sharon, and she'll be filling us in what's going on with the Granny Caravan. So keep watching.
I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Yeah. In the meantime, we have about 4 or 5 minutes to go. Let's see how many social media questions we can get in.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, I have one from YouTube. Carmen Brown. My priority date is May 23rd, 2013. I was okay. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm just gonna read this. I'm just gonna read this. My priority date is May 23rd, 2013. I was filed from by my citizen mother. So I guess her mother is a U.S. citizen. I'm over the age of 21. How long do I have to wait for it to approve? So maybe they filed.
When did they file?
2013. I would say
about another 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Bridget wants to know, my daughter, who's a citizen, filed for me. I've gotten all the receipts and have since gone for my biometric. However, they've now requested additional financial information, which has been sent. Is this going to delay the time for the work authorization? My work authorization is a renewal.
Yes, because if you are missing documents, they will not renew the work permit until you get that in.
Okay, another one from YouTube. Miguel.
It's getting late here for you. You're not used to morning and then coming back in. Yo-yos usually sleep at noon, right?
I'm not gonna lie, that was a very early morning for me to see the abuelas.
When Jonathan is doing the grand hustle, all right, the grand hustle doesn't happen at 6 in the morning.
Oh, no.
The grand hustle happens in the evening.
No, it did, and I was
happen
mad.
in the morning?
I was mad every morning.
Yeah?
So they got that on camera as well.
Did you have to share a room? You shared a room with how many
there
people?
was 16 people in the mansion, and we had 4 to a room.
And did anybody snore?
I don't know, because I was probably one that was snoring.
Okay, so it doesn't bother you.
It does bother me, so I had to sleep first. So I just
how many bathrooms did 16 people have?
We all had bathrooms in our room.
Okay, so 4 people shared a bathroom. It wasn't like 16 people shared one bathroom.
But it's elimination, so people got eliminated,
and then the bathrooms became more, better.
Yes.
You're like, oh, finally, I don't have to wait in line for the bathroom.
Absolutely.
I always thought about those things, on the.
And
how do you eat? How do you eat? Is there is there a spread?
Everything.
Is there a spread?
They sometimes they'll bring lunch for everybody, but they'll always do grocery shopping, and we just put a list down and they'll buy whatever the hell we want, basically.
Do they take your cell phones away?
Absolutely. That was the hardest thing.
There's no cell phone.
For 2 months, I had no cell phone, no laptop, couldn't read a book, couldn't go outside the house.
Do they have security, if you leave following you around?
You have cameras in every corner.
Every corner.
Wait,
yes.
And they don't even let you read a book?
Cannot read a book, cannot read a magazine. You don't know what's happening in the outside world.
The hell is wrong with this TI? The torture he puts you through.
And that's any reality show where you have to live in the house.
I don't like that reality.
I don't either.
I don't know if I would do it.
to make you guys interact with each other?
Basically, absolutely.
Yeah,
no
I don't
TV,
like that.
no nothing.
What was the most surprising thing about the show that was you weren't expecting?
The most surprising thing for me, at least, every challenge that TI gave us, I initially thought I couldn't do it, but I ended up doing it.
What was the hardest challenge? You're not allowed to say
that I'm not allowed to say.
That happened so far.
But what I can say, my hardest challenge was to live in a house with somebody that I could not stand. And if you watch the show, you will see me try to fight him. Yes. So that was my hardest challenge.
And I want you to know something. You are the nicest man in the world. So I don't see you getting violent with anybody.
Oh.
That's the thing.
I've taken anger management. I actually grew up fighting. So,
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
This smile, don't let this smile fool you.
That's so funny. I thought I was the only angry person.
No.
I'm very angry.
Yeah. I have high blood pressure for a reason.
You're an angry elf.
I'm a little angry elf.
I'm a tall angry elf.
Right. Do you know what they gave me for Christmas on the show?
Huh.
They gave me a picture of a T-shirt. The Bradshaw staff.
Yeah.
Okay, gave me a picture of a T-shirt.
Yeah.
With an elf.
Yeah.
They superimposed my face with a silly hat.
We did.
And it said, "I'm an angry elf from the South Pole."
Ooh, we did that.
That was
from
my
the
Christmas.
South Pole.
That was my Christmas gift.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and I regret that not at all. What I do regret is never having seen you worn that shirt. Brad, I've never seen you.
Still in the office.
You're gonna have to wear it this Christmas.
Maybe I will wear it for the Christmas Spectacular this year. That's what I was saving it for.
Woo!
That's going to be a good Christmas Spectacular. I'm excited.
Nice. All right, let me ask this question.
We have time for 2 more questions.
All right, Miguel Alvarado, misdemeanor possession. Can I apply for a citizenship?
Depends when it was.
Short, sweet.
Oh, excuse me. That's where a camera is.
Yes.
Depends when it was. I need to see the disposition. Why do I do this? This makes it, I don't know why this makes it any more interesting of an answer. Does this make it any more interesting? I don't think so.
I feel more engaged when you point at me.
What about if I do like this? Depends when it was.
It could be that too.
Depends when it was.
No. Don't close them out.
Depends when it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Depends when it was.
See,
all of those are different answers.
That last one was
I feel
trustworthy.
like you do stuff like that in front of the mirror before dates.
I don't.
Hey.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hey there.
Is that your
That's
date
my
look?
date, yeah. When I walk in and I haven't met this woman before, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, hey there.
Oh, wow.
Let's see your hey there.
Yeah. I would never do that. I would never do that.
I got a good hey there. It's like, hey there.
Whoa. Okay.
What about
All right.
this? You come here often? You come here often?
The eyebrows are really scary. The eyebrows with the blinking, like it's a little scary.
He would run for the hills.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, hey there.
Yeah. You come here often? I look like a scary little guy,
A little bit.
I don't say any of that stuff.
No?
No.
What's your go-to, like, actual, do you
I
have
don't
a
have a
go-to
go-to
first
line.
date
I don't
line?
have
Good.
Hi.
Just whatever
What's
pops
yours?
in my head.
I do not have.
Yes.
I do not. Excuse me.
Well, we
I
have-
get the first line.
By the way, we have time for one more question.
Go ahead.
Donette said, "What's the most effective way to do an address change with USCIS? Is it only by mail, or can I do it online, or by calling the number?"
You can do it online. That's fine. You can also do an AR-11. Either one. All right.
All right.
So with that, we are at the end of our show, 7:28. We have time for comment of the day.
Woo!
Comment of the day. We have 2 today. Our first one is from our UK Bay, Tiny Daria.
Yes.
Tiny Daria.
Tiny Daria said, "You guys, I'm under pressure because you and Nathan want to visit the UK."
No.
Did she
I
do
am
it?
telling you, if you guys go on the UK visit and Tiny actually shares and wins, I am barring Tiny from co-watching the show.
Tiny.
I'm gonna
And I
be
will
so angry.
unbar you.
I want the trip to Bridgeport. Okay.
No. So is Tiny okay? But
There's
is
no more
Tiny
time. By the
in
way-
the raffle?
By the way, we don't know because we don't know if Tiny shared. There's only about a minute to go for sharing.
Yeah, so people can still send me their screenshots,
No,
but it'll have to
send
be
it,
from the
but
live
you
show.
You got to send it. You got to
Tiny.
show that it was from the live
Exactly.
show, and you got to show the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the screenshots have to
Stop delaying. Give us the other comment.
The other comment is from Tamika Nelson, and she said, "My coworker grabbed my phone earlier and ran away with it while I was watching the show. He almost gave me a heart attack, and I smacked the devil out of him. I told him, don't do it again. The show's very important."
Can you imagine Tamika gets arrested for this?
You're gonna have to
Oh my
represent
God, I would
her.
have to represent her for free.
And then she had another really funny comment during the Granny Caravan, and she said, Tamika Nelson, "I just want to give the Orange Man some Miralax already, though."
Yeah, that was
She's
pretty
on a
funny.
roll.
I saw that one.
She's on a roll.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We are going to spin the wheel tomorrow. We'll figure out how many people are going to be in our raffle to see where Jonathan Yo-Yo and Belgium Kim will be having dinner. Hopefully somewhere on the Northeast, somewhere not in Europe. Tiny, stop sharing. We'll see you all tomorrow. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.